Hello everybody and welcome to the 2024 Melbourne Musos Grand Prix Special. Here's little Jimmy Hetfield with his band Metallica, singing a little song before we get into the program.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Turn on, I see red, adrenaline crash and crack my head. Nitro junkie, paint me dead.
And we're off. The boys are running to the cars now. There's little Maxi first slapping, getting into his little car there. And that's with the Red Bull Racing team. Followed with Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez there. Then Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz is coming up in the rear. George Russell is not far behind, along with Lewis Hamilton. Oh, Esteban Ocon, here he comes in his little Alpine. Oh, and Pierre, he passed the Gasly. Oh, Lando Norris took a little bit of a tumble there. And here comes Oscar Piastri. Oh, look at him go in the McLaren. Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu's followed up. Oh, Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin. His name's Bond. James Blonde. Oh, Fernando Alonso in his Aston Martin as well. Oh, my Lord. Kevin Magnussen's coming up in the rear. Nico Hulkenberg. I wonder if there's any relation there. And Daniel Ricciardo is coming up. Here comes Yuki Tsunoda and Alex Albon coming up. Logan Sargent's in the Williams. Here they come. Oi, there you go. Oh, Maxi Verstappen's just been a bit cooked there. Oh, I hope he's okay. But back to the race now. And there we go. Sergio Perez. Oh, and the crowd goes, oh my God, there goes that one there. Oh, they're coming around the corner real fast. Oh, that's the tumble from Mr. Leclerc. How you feeling there?
Oh mate, I'm a bit cooked after that bloody tumble there, but I can't wait to get home to watch Melbourne Musos Facebook Live at 6 o'clock every Friday.
You little beauty, mate.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Turn on, I see red, adrenaline crash and crack my head. Nitro junkie, paint me dead.
Oh, what a cacophony! My name is Chris Quinlan. Welcome to Melbourne Musos Facebook Live on a Grand Prix weekend. So what I'm going to do tonight is be a bit sporty. I might. And... oh, cars. Vroom. There you go. Oh, well, there you are. And what it is, who remembers a 4 on the floor and a 3 on the tree? Oh, Brocky and his Tirana. Oh. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to do a little bit of a sporty episode and take you through some basic things. My next door neighbour, John, he said, you're getting a bit psychedelic, Chris, with all that backdrop stuff you got up, the blue screen. He said, you're going a bit eccentric. Why don't you do something for the kids? I thought I was. The big kids, anyway. So there you go. So all the big kids are at Albert's Park and Remand Centre. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a 4 on the floor. Ring. And what goes on here is a typical 4 on the floor pattern. Do I have to explain it too much? But you have 4 on the floor. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the most used beat in the world because it transcends all genres. And what goes on with that is if you're doing it, say, as a march, if I do it historically, it first came out with marching, right? So, and the typical marching tempo, as I've got here, is 120. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. jazz, 4 on the floor. There you go. And that's what happens there. So 120 beats a minute is half a second. 60 seconds in a minute. So it's half a second. There you go. And then when you go into that kind of thing, what starts to happen is you can do a couple of things. Now, when we started to do the good old rock and roll, it was still the jazz beat, but it was upbeat. Oiks and away. There you go. So that's what happens there, you see. And then flattened out a little bit, you know, the mid-50s. And all of a sudden, you started to get a 4 on the floor beat, but when you start thinking about that, you get that kind of thing, and that morphs forward. I was listening to Highway to Hell just before. I was having a grand old time. Getting a bit Latin-y, a bit clubby Latin-y. You do know about that with rim shots. Hello. When you're doing jazz, hi-hat 2 and 4, but there you go, you see. It's almost like double time. Jazz by its nature is sort of like kind of like a cut time kind of a deal. So there's that. So if you've got the 120, there it is, 120. There you go. Now, one of the things that happens is when you're doing that, and I'm going, highway to hell, bang, 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 boom, 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 everything like that. There you go. What starts to happen is that that can morph into, as I said, the most used beat in the world is the 4 on the floor. And what you've got there is then it starts to get used for your good old disco. So you go, everybody dance now. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, feeling very funky. Always there. But one of the things about that, when it morphs into doof and all that sort of business, is it's just But what about the ch? Hat. I'm laughing at myself. Going for a walk. you go. Do you see? Was I doing 120 now? Ah. What a deal. Sorry. I'm putting myself off. You know, there's Donna Summer, there's everybody there. You know, there you go. So there's your 4 on the floor, right? I've done everything from marching. Oh, what have I done on jazz? Rock. Disco. And then uncha. Now, I've mentioned, what have I done there? 5 disparate things. They're quite different to each other. There's a couple of morphages where you mix them up in between the, you know, like you're going from the end of, oh, I shouldn't say that, but towards it, you know, the changing of jazz in the late 40s into the early 50s and then into rock and roll, you had the same jazz beat, that kind of thing. Bill Haley and all that sort of stuff in the early days. And then it got taken over by the Bo Diddleys and the Chuck Berrys and everybody else of the world, all the fantastic stuff. Elvis had started off with a bit of a, you know, yeah, that's all right, mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, mama. That's all right. Where's Ginger Elvis when you need him? There you go. So what starts to go on is that things morph. But when you're a jazz person, you're not, you know, I'll leave the clubber stuff for the kids and all that. And you know, but the one thing that connects us all is the 4 on the floor. Ring. Oh, yikes and I. Away. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, Fast and Furious. What are they up to? 33. I should talk. Anyway, so there you go. There's 4 on the floor. You see. Now I'm going to go 3 on the tree. Ring, 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 ring. My brother Len had a 3 on the tree back in the day. Ah. Now, what goes on is when you're doing 3 on the tree, but on the drums, what you have is essentially the easiest way to explain it is slow, medium, fast, you see. And then there's your 3 on the tree. Now, if I'm going to go back to 120 and then play quavers here, I'm keeping this fairly basic. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What's happening right now is a halftime beat. Very fashionable. Yes. Normal rock beat and medium. Cut time. I could all. Hey! There we go. 4th gear. Blast beat. There you go. Oh, wonderful stuff. Now, one of the great exponents, you know, of 3 on the Tree is Metallica. There you go. Oh! One of the great albums, Master of Puppets. And check out Disposable Heroes. It's like you're going on a roller coaster ride, up and down, in between. But the beat stays the same, but it's just staying, it's moving between half time, normal time, and cut time. Now, one of the things about that is there's a little thing called rates, the rate of play. So if you might be doing quavers, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if you're just doing minims, a little trigger on this, I sort of like it. The rate is minims because that's all I'm playing. They're more crotches. And then when I get into there, the rates are quavers, you see. Boom. Rates are semi-quavers now, you see. But I'm still playing quavers there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So what starts to happen is that when you're getting songs that are moving time, you know, sort of thing, within one, a la Metallica, with little Jimmy Hetfield on vocals there. I do love the band, I really do. I'm a bit of a defender of them too, sort of thing. I hope my snare drum is just as trash canny. It is good. Hello, audience. I think I've got that. That's little Jimmy Hetfield before his voice broke. There you go. One of the best frontmen I've ever seen. Unbelievable. He's just so cool. There you go. I digress. Now, what goes on is I talk about fashion. Fashion. Oh, where did Bowie come into this? That was a bit of an ad-lib. Anyway, what goes on with that is the fashion right now seems to be a halftime. Back to Old Town Road a few years ago, a lot of you singers now, the lovely ladies that I talk about a lot, sort of thing, Tay-Tay, Dua Lipa, Adele, all these people, they're wonderful little clutch. And it just seems that the halftime beat is quite repetitive, sort of thing. There's nothing wrong with that, it's just a fashion, fashion. If we jump in a hot tub time machine and go back to the early 2000s, you've got bands like Green Day and Blink-182. That kind of thing. You're pumping out a cut time. Now, the reason it's called a cut time, I'll just quickly go over it if you haven't seen the previous episodes, is that what cut time means is it's normal, you have normal common time, which is 4/4, to cut it in half. So the value's half. So if you're going, let me see, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's fine. But really, cut time is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, So it's fashion. Back in the early 2000s, when Blink 182 and everything, I was getting asked to play that all the time, or teach that all the time, you know. And even in the most basic lessons, I'll say, even when I'm sort of going back to the 50s and things, you know, with good old Elvis and all that, even some of my poppets, I teach some of my young ones, and their feet don't reach the pedals of a basic normal kit. So they're there going, I'm just getting it. Can you do hold up your right hand? And I've got some that are like that. So, you know, you're not going, this is a double reverse paradiddle. Get onto it quickly, please. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to pay your fees. Tell your mum. I don't do that. They're there going, right, both, right, both, right, both. God bless their little socks. And what goes on with that is that, and then I'll pull the guitar out. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Thank you very much. Ba-dum, bum, be, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, it's a heavy metal. Don't be heavy metal cruel. There you go. I better start to wrap the show up a little bit. I don't want to go too long. But what goes on is that because we have the wonderful, noisy Melbourne. There's your Albert Park. There it all is there. Drive past. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for putting up with me. There you go. So let me go over it. 4 on the floor, 3 on the tree. 4 on the floor is used everywhere. Okay, and then if you're getting a bit clubby, chop, chop. Dum ba da dum dum. Get it? Got it? Good! There it is. And then 3 on the tree, slow, medium, and fast. You can have this going. Blast is your extra turbo 4th gear if you want to. There you go. So, I'll love and leave you here. And that's what you've got on this Grand Prix weekend. Oh, go off and listen to these wonderful sounds. Oh. I'll have this up for you. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll have this up tomorrow at some point. That kind of thing. And what I'll do... have it on Channel 31 in a week or two. Serenity. The Serenity. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh mate, I'm a bit cooked after that bloody tumble there, but I can't wait to get home to watch Melbourne Musos Facebook Live at 6 o'clock every Friday.